The Book of the Nephilim that impacted and shocked the world, the most controversial ancient mystery. In the beginning, when humanity was still young and the world was vastly different from what we know today, there existed beings that would forever change the course of human history. These were the Nephilim, a name that has echoed through millennia, striking fear, wonder, and endless debate into the hearts and minds of people across every culture and civilization. The origin of terror. The story begins in the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verses 1 through 4, written approximately 3,500 years ago. The text is brief, almost mysteriously so, but its implications have shattered conventional understanding of human origins and our place in the universe. When human beings began to increase in number on the earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. These 4 verses contain perhaps the most controversial and shocking revelation in all of ancient literature. Who were these sons of God? What exactly were the Nephilim? And why has this brief passage influenced human thought for over 3 millennia? The Book of Enoch, the forbidden knowledge. While the canonical Bible provides only a glimpse of this mystery, there exists another text that shocked the ancient world so profoundly that it was eventually removed from most biblical canons. The Book of Enoch, written approximately 2,300 years ago, provides detailed accounts of what really happened in those antediluvian days. According to Enoch, 200 fallen angels called Watchers descended upon Mount Hermon. Their leader was Semjaza, followed by 19 other prominent fallen angels, including Azazel, Arakiel, and Ramiel. These beings made a pact. They would descend to earth and take human women as wives, knowing full well that this act would corrupt the divine order. The Book of Enoch describes these angels as being 300 cubits tall, that's approximately 450 feet in height. When they mated with human women, their offspring were the Nephilim, giants who stood between 90 and 150 feet tall. These beings possessed supernatural strength, insatiable appetites, and an inherently violent nature that would terrorize early humanity. The corruption of civilization. What made the Nephilim truly shocking wasn't just their physical size and strength, but the knowledge their fathers brought to humanity. The fallen angels taught humans secrets that were meant to remain hidden until humanity had spiritually evolved enough to handle such power responsibly. Azazel taught the art of warfare, how to make swords, knives, shields, and armor. He revealed the secrets of cosmetics and jewelry, leading to vanity and materialism. Semjaza taught the art of root cutting and herb craft, which became the foundation of both medicine and poison making. Barakiel taught astrology, Kokabel revealed the constellations, Ezekiel taught the knowledge of clouds, Arakiel the signs of the earth, Shamsiel the signs of the sun, and Sariel the course of the moon. Each angel contributed forbidden knowledge that advanced human civilization by thousands of years, but also corrupted it beyond measure. The giants that terrorized the earth. The Nephilim grew to become beings of tremendous appetite and violence. When they had consumed all the provisions that humans could supply, they turned against mankind itself. The Book of Enoch states that they began to devour humans and eventually turned to cannibalism, eating one another. These giants possessed knowledge inherited from their angelic fathers, making them incredibly dangerous. They understood metallurgy, astronomy, genetic manipulation, and even dimensional travel. Some accounts suggest they began experimenting on animals, creating hybrid creatures that violated the natural order, chimeras that were part human, part animal, and wholly abominable. The earth became filled with violence and corruption. Every thought of human hearts was continually evil, influenced by these supernatural beings who had no regard for divine law or human life. The divine response. The corruption became so severe that it shocked even the heavenly realm. The archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel witnessed the devastation and petitioned the Most High for intervention. The response was swift and absolute, a global flood that would cleanse the earth of this corruption. The divine response. The corruption became so severe that it shocked even the heavenly realm. The archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel witnessed the devastation and petitioned the Most High for intervention. The response was swift and absolute, a global flood that would cleanse the earth of this corruption. But before the flood, Enoch was given a vision of the future. He saw that although the Nephilim would be destroyed, their spirits would not rest. Instead, they would become demons, evil spirits that would continue to influence humanity throughout history. This revelation explained the persistent presence of evil in the world, even after the flood. The Book of Enoch describes how the bound fallen angels were imprisoned in valleys of the earth, awaiting final judgment. Their offspring, the Nephilim, were destroyed in the flood, but their disembodied spirits became the demons that would plague humanity for millennia to come. The survivors and their legacy. Despite the global cleansing, the Bible mentions that the Nephilim returned also afterward. Numbers 13, verses 32 through 33, records the report of the 12 spies sent to scout the Promised Land. The land we explored devours those living in it. All the people we saw there are of great size. We saw the Nephilim there. The descendants of Anak come from the Nephilim. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. This raises the shocking question: how did the Nephilim survive the flood? Several theories have emerged that have continued to shock and impact the world. First, some suggest that the genetic corruption had spread beyond the direct offspring of the fallen angels. Noah's family, though righteous, may have carried recessive Nephilim genes that manifested in later generations. Second, the fallen angels may have resumed their activities after the flood, creating a second incursion of Nephilim bloodlines. Third, some propose that certain Nephilim survived the flood by retreating to underground cities or other dimensions, emerging later to re-establish their presence on Earth. Archaeological mysteries. What has truly shocked the modern world is the mounting archaeological evidence that seems to support these ancient accounts. Giant skeletons have been discovered on every continent, with documented findings of human remains measuring 12 to 36 feet in height. Many of these discoveries were made in the 18th and 19th centuries, with reports in newspapers from coast to coast. The Smithsonian Institution has been accused of systematically collecting and hiding these giant skeletons, leading to theories about a massive cover-up. Why would modern institutions want to hide evidence of ancient giants? The implications would fundamentally challenge evolutionary theory and force humanity to reconsider its origins. Ancient megalithic structures around the world, from Baalbek in Lebanon to Pumapunku in Bolivia, feature stone blocks weighing hundreds of tons, moved and positioned with precision that challenges our understanding of ancient capabilities. Could these be remnants of Nephilim technology? The modern impact. The Book of Enoch was lost to the Western world for over 1,000 years until copies were discovered in Ethiopia in the 18th century. When it was finally translated and published, it created a sensation that continues to this day. Modern researchers have found references to similar accounts in cultures worldwide. The Greek myths of Titans, the Norse stories of Jotnar, the Hindu accounts of Asuras, and the Native American legends of cannibalistic giants all echo the same themes found in the Book of Enoch. The impact on modern theology has been profound. Questions about the nature of evil, the origin of demons, and the reality of spiritual warfare have taken on new dimensions. Some Christian denominations have reconsidered the Book of Enoch's place in biblical canon, while others maintain strict opposition to its teachings. Scientific implications. Perhaps most shocking of all is how modern science has begun to validate aspects of these ancient accounts. Genetic research has revealed that human DNA contains sequences that cannot be explained by natural evolution alone. Some scientists suggest evidence of genetic manipulation in humanity's distant past. The discovery of the Denisovans and other hominin species has revealed that ancient humans regularly interbred with other humanoid species. Could some of these mysterious ancestors have been the Nephilim or their descendants? The discovery of the Denisovans and other hominin species has revealed that ancient humans regularly interbred with other humanoid species. Could some of these mysterious ancestors have been the Nephilim or their descendants? Recent advances in quantum physics and our understanding of multiple dimensions have made the concept of interdimensional beings less fantastical and more theoretically possible. The continuing mystery. Today, over 4,000 years after these events allegedly occurred, the impact continues to reverberate through human consciousness. UFO researchers point to similarities between ancient accounts of the Watchers and modern alien abduction reports. The beings described often match the tall, powerful entities mentioned in ancient texts. Government disclosure of UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena, encounters has reignited interest in these ancient accounts. Could the gods of antiquity have been the same entities that modern militaries are now tracking in our skies? The Book of Enoch's description of advanced technology, genetic manipulation, and interdimensional travel reads like modern science fiction, yet it was written thousands of years ago. How could ancient peoples have conceived of such concepts unless they had witnessed them firsthand? Conclusion: a truth too shocking for the world? The story of the Nephilim continues to shock and impact our world because it challenges every foundational assumption about human history, origins, and destiny. If these accounts are true, then humanity is not alone in the universe, has never been alone, and our development has been influenced by powerful supernatural entities from the very beginning. The implications are staggering. Evil is not merely a human creation, but has supernatural origins. Technology and knowledge advanced human civilization unnaturally fast in ancient times. Genetic manipulation occurred in humanity's distant past. Giants once walked the earth and may return again. Whether viewed as literal historical account, symbolic spiritual truth, or ancient science fiction, the Book of the Nephilim has undeniably impacted and shocked the world. It continues to influence art, literature, religion, and scientific inquiry. Most importantly, it forces us to confront the possibility that reality is far stranger, more dangerous, and more wonderful than we have ever dared to imagine. The question remains: are we alone in the universe? Or are we still being watched by the descendants of those ancient entities who first shocked the world over 4 millennia ago? The answer may determine the future of human civilization itself.